Day one of Dirtyfest, and look who we have here sitting with us today.
Who's with us?
The King, Eddie Fiola. And then, of course, we got our friend Bill Ryan from Tarkar Super.
Where? I haven't seen him all weekend.
Oh, man.
I've heard he's going to be here, but I'm not sure if he's showing up.
You know what? We heard that he was making a stronger appearance this year. Last year, there were some health things he was dealing with. But
last year I was 3 days out of knee surgery. Eddie sent me the beautiful ice bucket with the little strap to keep it going around.
Yep.
I told Miranda, I said, hey, I'm 3 days out of surgery. I'm going to be there. And he's like, no, you're not. And I'm like, I'm going to be there. He's like, not going to happen.
Yeah.
And, you know, Matt Hayden and Mara Strombergs were lifting me in and out of the golf cart. And I'm like, that's actually a weird thing when you're like a two-time Olympic gold medalist. You know, they're lifting you to put you into a golf cart.
But you made it.
I made it. We did it.
You did it.
And I think we made it out on the dustiest day.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the story on that was I had the surgery Wednesday. Thursday, the anesthesia started to wear off a little bit.
Oh, my God.
And I'm like,
Yeah, you got to be ahead of that.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull this off.
Yeah.
Friday night, I had Yvonne said, hey, help me to the bathroom. I want to clean up a little bit and all that because I couldn't walk. I mean, they gave me the walker and the whole thing. And I'm like, okay. So she's like, what? And I go, well, I'm just, I'm feeling dirty after the shower, after surgery, and I just want to get cleaned up. So Saturday morning, she's like, hey, I'm running to the store. What would you like me to pick up for you? I said, oh, just get whatever, hon. We're good, And as soon as I saw her Jeep head out the driveway, grabbed the walker.
You had a plan.
Yeah, grabbed the walker out the back door, opened the door to the Raptor, jumped in, left the walker on the driveway.
Oh, my God.
So you can come back and use it when you get back.
He's got to be able to still get back in the house.
Yeah. So I'm about halfway down here and my phone rings. And she's like, you're doing it, aren't you?
Where are you at?
Oh, she knew. She knew.
You escaped.
It's what BMXers do, right?
There you go.
So we're back here at Dirtyfest. This is year 4, where we haven't really officially opened yet. But what are we feeling today with year 4? How are you guys feeling?
I think there's a ton of people. I think there's a ton of new people that are coming in. I heard
new people.
I heard a lot of people coming in from far away, and it's just going to be. Some of them didn't even bring bikes; they just wanted to experience.
That's what we did.
Yeah.
Right. And we last year we met a family that came out that had reservations at the KOA here in Temecula. And they had no idea that Dirtyfest was going on.
Okay.
This is last year. And what was funny is that they found out this thing is going on, Dirtyfest, and they literally had just watched the movie Rad.
No way.
And I'm talking to them.
and they recognize you and they're like, you're the dude from the movie.
Right.
No way.
Right. So they're going, what's going on? I'm going, it's Dirtyfest 3 and it's this and that and it's all really cool. It happens every year. Guess who's back?
They're back again.
They're back.
Yeah.
And they're going to be, I think their son is actually going to compete in foot down tonight.
Oh, cool.
That's rad.
That's cool. That is really cool.
No, I've been seeing a lot more new people walking around, even though the gates haven't officially opened for all the fans to really come in. I'm seeing a lot of new people that are coming in. They're like, I've watched all the videos. I've seen all the videos. I've got to get here. And, I'm here. And look, I just restored this bike. And I don't know if I want to race it. I only raced once in my life. But, I used to jump over this. And I used to do this. But, this is my family. This is my people. And I'm like, yeah, man, welcome,
Right.
Enjoy your time.
Yeah. That's what this is all about. Like when Mike talks about the BMX, reunion.
It really is a reunion.
For all you guys especially. Like you guys knew each other for so long. You get to see people that you worked with.
What's funny is that
tours with.
I'm riding around on my bike up and back and forth from camp to here. and I feel like Norm from Cheers. It's like,
Eddie!
yeah, that's all I hear. And I'm just, I don't know you.
I don't know you, but I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it must be pretty cool to be like, I mean, BMX and like the hardcore riding was like 40 years ago.
Yeah.
Right? And then now we're at this event in 2026, and people are still like treating you like when you were a teenager.
Well, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Hey, all hail the king, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Bernie was watching the movie,
On
your
the way
documentary. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He was watching on the movie.
Twice.
Yeah.
Did you cheer up twice or just the one time?
Should I say that?
I
One
cheered
time.
him. So
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that was awesome.
thank you.
Yeah.
That
Thank
was
you.
like,
Right. I mean, I love my sport and I love everything about it and I love the people that are in it, and it kept me out of a lot of trouble, gave me something to do. And then I hear after people have watched this, the Effortless video, that it was something that they did the same thing. It's just I'm telling their story.
Yeah.
At the same time I'm telling mine. So
Yeah. We recorded a couple, practice episodes of this, and we were sharing some stories from our time growing up, racing on our tiny island on Kauai. And people were commenting like, different, but the same.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you guys are different, but we had all the same experiences. And I think that's what I think draws everybody to this, is that we can connect. We
Very much
know we know what that pedal hitting our shin feels like.
Right. Well, I'm in the parking lot yesterday, and I'm hanging out, and I'm talking to this other guy, and we're just talking, and all of a sudden, from a far distance, is another guy on a BMX bike, and like the '80s, he cruises over because we're on our bikes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, you're on a BMX
Hey.
bike. I'm on a BMX bike. Where's the jumps? Where
Yeah.
are we going to ride?
Yeah.
What are we going to do?
What kind of bike do you have?
Yes.
Oh, that's a cool part. Like,
yeah.
Do you have any extras?
yeah. You want to trade?
Right.
Or they're scoping you out so they can come back and
That's
steal
my
it.
bike. That is my bike.
You acquired my bike.
Yeah.
No, I think BMX has just been a big family for all of us from the get-go. And
Yeah.
it's funny. I mean, like, my wife Yvonne and I, we've been together for 39 years. She
Congrats.
remembers when we used to go to Knott's Berry Farm to help Eddie when he was doing the Gale Webb stuff. She went to middle school
Wow.
with Martin and went to high
Yeah.
school with Martin. So it's all just been so connected
Yeah.
forever to where it's funny. Like, on Valentine's Day, remember when you were at the shop and we were doing the little podcast,
Yes.
and she came in to bring me a coffee and everything? When she walked out, she's like, I miss Eddie's hair. And I was like,
Yeah.
Eddie
I'm
does
sure
have
how
good
to
hair.
take that
Eddie
one.
has still good hair. man.
I don't miss that long of hair. It's like and it's funny is that for as many years of I've had that long hair, I never got a job because of it.
yeah.
You probably have to cut it.
But the day I cut it, I get a phone call from Walker, Texas Ranger. We need an Indian.
Oh no.
Oh.
So guess what? They wigged me with the
They
exact
wigged you.
same length hair that I already
Same hair that
You
you
just cut off.
that
Oh
just
man,
cut off.
that is awesome. Okay, so I got a challenge for you both today.
Okay.
So this whole reason we're here today in Dirtyfest and we have the booth is we want to collect BMX stories before they disappear. Right? We're getting older. We're getting forgetful.
Yep.
People are dying.
Who are you?
Unfortunately, right? Exactly. I don't know.
Yeah.
Wait.
Where are we?
Where are we right
I
now?
don't know.
Right? So we want to collect these stories before they disappear.
Yeah.
So my challenge for you guys have been on so many different, whether it's podcasts or YouTube videos. Can you think of a story that you'd love to share, that can be shared,
That can
be shared, that you would love to, that maybe we haven't heard of before?
So you
Yeah.
don't want to know where the rent-a-cars are.
Or yeah.
Dig deep, man.
I heard
Dig
about
deep.
those stories. And then, or something that you just want to make sure we don't lose.
Well,
It could
I
be a
think
story that
that's-
you've already told.
I think that's an amazing thing. And on the website that we do with Eddie, because Eddie and I are partners on Legend Bike Co.
Nice.
We actually have a little part on there that's called BMX History. And what Eddie and I had spoke about 14 years ago is that what our plan was to document the history of the sport in like a Wikipedia style.
Nice.
So that way you can go on there and you can see, okay, here's the tracks, here's who founded this, here's this rider, here's the story about this rider, the teams they rode for.
Perfect.
Because we've been wanting to do that. And of course, you know, the idea pops into me while I'm laying in a hospital bed for surgery, and I'm like, what am I going to do? But Eddie's like, yeah, let's do this. Let's take some of the money from what we're doing with this, and let's do this. So we've actually finally started to do it. But now you guys doing it in a video way, that's a way easier way for people to digest.
Yeah, and we'd be happy to share stuff like this. It's all about, to me, is just trying to keep these things alive. So whatever it is, you know, we'd be happy to share stuff with you guys as well. So if there's anything,
I got a quick story.
Okay.
And it's funny is that I can see the guy from here. So this kid at one point in time, well, better yet, I'm going to go back about the 80s, and I had this UPS driver come to my house and deliver GT bicycles to my house all the time. And he would always ask, what do you do? What do you... I go, I ride for this company and this and that. So anyhow, we became friends. And then he had a kid, and then he wanted to bring the kid over. Now he's 5, and I show him some tricks, and he's been to a couple of the shows and this and that. He grows up, and he has his own kids. And now his kids are now racing and doing freestyle and jumping BMX. Hunter is, I think I'm not sure if it's Elrich or if he has a different last name now, but it's generation after generation and teaching these kids, and Hunter is a great entrepreneur and making tools and things like that, but it's just the part that really sticks with me, that their whole family is BMX oriented.
Nice.
So,
and tying into what you've said about how BMX is just a family sport.
It is, and it's infectious.
Yeah.
It's one of those things to where it gets into your blood and you just stick with it. To where you want to leave, but you come back. You want to leave, you come back. You know, it's just one of those things where you get infected with that bug.
Absolutely.
And it's stuck with you.
Yeah.
So,
how about you? Like, you have such a huge history. I mean, we left BMX when you guys were starting with Supercross, so we weren't as familiar. You know, like when we were older, then we had to learn, what is Supercross? Oh my God, they've been around forever.
Yeah.
Right? But like, is there any story that you have?
Well, there's a few, and it was funny because Tommy Brackens and I were just talking about one this morning. Tommy's gonna tell you guys a little story later on, I'm sure, but you know, BMX has been just such a big part to where, I mean, I remember the first time I met Ed, you know, being a little kid riding by his house, just looking at the ramp, wanting to ride the ramp. And I'm like, oh man, you know, this is so cool. But I was never a great racer. I'll be the first one to admit it. I enjoyed riding. If I made my semi, I was stoked. If I made my main, even better. I won, right? At that point, I'm good. I'm completely good.
Yeah.
But I got blessed to where Scott Bryhop, when I was 12, started letting me sweep floors, sticker frames, all that. When SE went bankrupt the first time, I ended up getting my job brokered to GT. So then I'm getting to see Eddie almost every single day. He's backing up the camo pickup truck. We're loading it up with GTs. And then I'm getting yelled at by Rich for how many bikes Eddie's taking out of the place. But
I was a kid in a candy store back then.
Oh, yeah. Well, and the beauty part about it is that Ed made sure that all the kids in his neighborhood all had GTs as well. Because his idea was, hey, I'm going to ride this bike. I'm going to keep it fresh. And as soon as it's scratched, well, here, this kid needs a bike, and I've got a new one.
That's so cool.
Because he was trying to infect everything. Rich would always be like, you just give him one bike. Ed just back the truck up. We just pull it up. I mean, I don't know how many bikes we could fit in the back of that pickup truck.
I wish I knew how many bikes I had. I can't even imagine. I don't remember. I have gotten so many bikes from GT. And it was funny is that, you know, when I got bikes from GT, they were stock bikes, but in the box, and I would build them, and I'd ride right out of the box.
Yeah.
So,
oh, wow.
So they were that good.
Yeah.
Already, just right out of the box.
Yep.
Well, that was the one thing that I was really happy about when I started at GT, because I was at SE the day that Rich and Gary came and bought all the manufacturing equipment.
Wow.
To where, you know, they bought all the mills, they bought all the lathes, they bought all the welding equipment, they bought everything. And at that point, I wasn't sure what was going on, right? I'm a 16, 17-year-old kid, and I'm like, wait a minute, this is weird. And when I started at GT, I think I was they said I was employee number 8. I feel like I was employee number 10. It was right when they first moved into the first building in Huntington Beach. And what I really enjoyed was that Sam Shockley and Buzz and Gary, they wanted my input. They're like, hey, Bill, come here. Come see how this is. Do you like this dropout better, or do you like this dropout better? Do you like this better, or do you like that better? What do you like? Yeah. And it was fun. And do you remember the F1 bike that Gary built? Yeah. I actually test rode that for him and told him, please do not ever make one of these things. Right. This thing's horrible. Because Shimano had decided that BMX was shrinking, and Shimano wanted to make a new sport, which was the F1 sport, which they got, General involved, Diamondback involved, Haro involved, I think Hutch got involved.
All the big names.
Oh, wow.
And Gary...
I think Huffy even did something.
Huffy might have done something.
Wow.
Yeah.
But Gary was like, hey, Bill, do you think that we should do this? And I was like, no, I don't think we should. And he had me go over to the local bike shop, pick up one of the Diamondback F1s, brought it back to the shop. We built the GT F1, and he's like, go ride this. So I'm doing sprints up and down in front of the container lane building. Maybe after 15 minutes, I came back and said, if you ever build this, you'll kill the company.
Wow.
And he was just like, whoa, okay, well, we're not doing this. And that was the fun part of doing everything back then, was that it was super, super hands-on.
Yeah.
And when it got to a point where they broke ground for Gothard, the big building, we were numbers. We were names. We were numbers. We weren't actually, I mean, for a long time, I was in charge of doing things in the sales department, to where they had hired a vacuum sales guy. They had hired a carpet sales guy. They had hired all these different just salespeople. So every month when BMX Action or BMX Plus would come in, I'd have to sit down in the sales pit and say, okay, guys, here's BMX Action. Look, Eddie's on the cover. So see this bike he's on? See the red GT Britannica bike that he's on? We're going to get asked for this. You know, this is the bike that we're going to be selling. You know, see the white bike that he's on in here? This is what we're going to sell. And I'd have to go through the magazine page by page, because the salespeople that they had hired,
no idea.
They don't know.
they didn't know what a BMX bike was. All they knew is that they were getting a commission for selling something that was in a box.
Yeah.
And that's where I had to kind of leave. At that point, once I saw it getting that way, I was like, yeah, I'm out. And then when they did what they did to Tommy, which I'll let him tell you that story.
Yeah, I don't know that story, but I'll listen to it later.
Yeah.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
So, you've seen how many bikes came and went through GT.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. If Martin and I would have made 25 cents.
Oh, you'd be millionaires.
Oh my God.
Saying.
No, millionaires.
25 cents a bike. That's all we were asking for.
So at GT at that time when I was working there, which was the 84, 85, 86 era, there was literally 5 containers a day. And a container holds 500 bikes.
Going to Germany, England, Australia, everywhere in the world.
2,500 bikes a day.
Germany.
Every day,
bro.
So 10,000 a week, 120,000 a year.
25 cents
non-stop.
per.
Right?
That's all I wanted.
Holy smokes, at 25 cents, bro, you would not need to be.
I'd still be here.
You'd still be
I'd
here, but you
still
could
be
be
here.
like.
Believe me, in a glass booth.
Yeah, you'd have a nice big trailer.
There'd be AC.
No, I mean, there was so much stuff like that. And that's part of why you left, why Martin left.
Wow.
Tommy's story, when you hear that later, you'll know. But even Andy Patterson, when Andy Patterson stopped by the shop the other day, he was like, damn it, Bill. He goes, all I asked for was I wanted 10 cents per seat post because he designed that layback seat
Yeah.
post that was so popular for GT.
Yeah.
And he's like, all I wanted was 10 cents a seat post. And he wouldn't give it to me.
Wow.
Oh.
And
Well, that's Richard Long. That's
Yeah.
Richard, and he's a businessman, and he did what was business for him to make money.
yeah.
You know, Gary was not the businessman, and that's all there was to it. So,
what was funny is that you're 100% correct. So where you know how once they got the second building, they split up to where Rich and Sean and Magoo were in the one building.
yeah,
And then
Oh.
Gary and Sam and Buzz were in the
Wow.
manufacturing building.
Right.
That's crazy.
That's the
they
side
built
that I
it,
was
they
in.
sold it.
Yeah.
Wow.
And what was really cool about it is that Gary really wanted to build the best. And Rich, he was just worried about the margins
Well,
and
the
the money
profits.
and
Yeah,
how
yeah,
the
yeah.
profits went. And it
He's
was
more
so
the business
funny.
guy.
So I would get there at 6 o'clock in the morning so that I could start handling the calls from the East Coast coming in
Yeah,
at 9
yeah, yeah.
o'clock. Gary would usually show up. And when I started at GT, I didn't drink coffee. Now I'm addicted to it.
16, it still fits.
There you go.
Well, it kind of fits.
Yeah.
It's almost fitting. That's a good spot. You get a little butt crack in that shot.
There you go.
Probably a lot. Yeah. But Gary would always come in and he'd tell me, he's like, Bill, I'm leaving. I'm breaking off. I'm taking Sam. I'm taking Buzz. I'm taking Anita. I'm taking you. We're starting a new company. We're going to do something new. And he always wanted to do something different because him and Rich they couldn't see eye to eye.
That's too bad, though.
And
Yeah.
it was too bad. But the combination was lightning in a bottle.
Yeah.
And that's where when Devitt and Gary started Alliance, years later, after Gary had gotten kicked out of GT and SE had been sold off a couple of different times, you have Devitt and Gary that wanted to start a company. And the thing I was afraid of is I was like, wow, you've got a great manufacturing guy, Devitt, a great manufacturing guy, Gary, but where's the marketing guy?
Yeah.
Because SE, the only reason SE succeeded, Scott was the marketer, Mike was the manufacturing.
Right.
GT, Rich was the marketer,
Yeah.
Gary was the manufacturing.
Yeah.
So now you take a company that's just the two manufacturing guys with no marketing guy,
Yep.
and it was like, I don't know how well that's going to last. So
Interesting.
lots of history, and that's part of what
Tons of history, and that's what. And we thank you guys for
Yeah.
sharing that.
Thank you
because
very
this
much.
is exactly what we're trying to do. We're just trying to capture all of this stuff, capture the excitement of day one of Dirtyfest.
So will you guys be here all weekend?
All
weekend.
weekend.
And for, let's say somebody has a story, they just come up and say, "Hey, I got a story for you."
And it doesn't matter who it is. Like
Yeah,
it could be
even better.
some guy that just has a similar experience.
Yep.
Wants to tell us about the time the bear trap took a chunk out of his shin. We'll hear that story.
Or somebody
too.
stole his bike or whatever.
Because I think what'd be kind of cool later on is after we collect them all, I can start looking for themes and then have an episode based on,
here's this theme,
Yeah.
this or this
Yeah,
theme,
so we'll
this,
see
or
what happens.
How I got my first bike, So, Eddie,
what was your first bite?
you and I have talked about this before. What was your very first bike?
Well, not counting the Schwinn Stingray,
Well, see, that's
I had a Schwinn too.
right?
Yeah.
We took the Schwinn Stingray with the banana seat and the A painter bars,
Yeah.
and the sissy bar on the back, and
Tassels on the
so we got rid of the banana seat, got rid of the A hanger bars, single seat, box bars. Wanted to make it look like a motorcycle.
exactly.
Astor forks, Astor cranks, Astor neck.
Yep.
And then eventually I got my first diamond frame was a Webco.
Okay.
Cool.
Once I got the Webco, I also got some magnesium rims, not tough wheels, but some magnesium rims, and then eventually got a quad angle from Scott.
I remember that.
Nice.
Right, so I got a Scott, I got a quad angle, and then the magnesium rims were on that, and then I was at the skate park, and that was that whole deal that I talk about in Effortless that when I met Bob. So
Wow.
And that's when you got your first picture in the magazine.
first picture.
And
That was a good story.
That picture was on my bedroom wall for years.
Oh yeah.
Right? And that was weird is that when that picture got taken, it was, I remember looking in the magazines where everybody had a uniform on. Everybody looked sponsored. Everybody in that magazine, Bicycle Motocross Action, did not take pictures of people in Levi's and t-shirts and elbow pads.
Yeah.
And I got a photo in the magazine.
Because you were so rad.
Yeah.
Yep.
Something. Right place, right time,
Yeah.
doing the right thing.
Yeah.
But you've continued to do the right thing for a number of years.
Yeah.
And it's been awesome to see that. And it's been awesome to see what you're doing with Supercross. And then now with
Thank you.
Torker.
We're trying.
And all the cool stuff. I mean, I absolutely love the Torkers. Hands down my favorite, most comfortable bike.
They are
that I've been
comfortable.
riding. Yeah.
I appreciate
Super
that.
easy to ride. Just love whether it's the Diesel or the Freestylist or his Barbarian, they all ride really well.
Well, we've spent a lot of time refining geometry, and I mean,
Yeah.
I started learning as a kid. I mean, Eddie and I, we have a video on the Supercross channel where we were talking, where I break out the first frame I welded when I was 12. And what was bad is that I used to ride at the pit in Torrance, and I had a Jumco Flying O, which was a copy of a Schwinn Stingray. And I
Wow.
did the same thing that Eddie did, to where I put
Yeah.
a 10-speed seat on it, knobby
All the
tires,
parts.
motocross bars,
There you go.
and was out there trying to ride it. I always wanted the bikes that you could see in the magazine.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I couldn't afford it.
Same
I mean,
here.
Single mom, latchkey kid. So I used to take graph paper and tape it on my wall, life size, and I would actually
You'd
draw
sketch out?
the frames
Oh,
on my
hey,
wall,
that's cool.
life size, and then I'd go, no, not like that, and race it. I was 8, right? And
Wow.
I'm drawing it
That's
on my
crazy.
wall.
That is crazy.
And I just, when I started working at SE, when I'm taking my breaks, I'm hanging out with their welders. I'm hanging out with the machine shop. And
Nice.
I'm learning why.
Nice.
I was asking them, hey,
Yeah.
how come you guys are using coat hanger for welding rod? And they're like, oh, well, because if we use chromoly welding rod, when we weld the chromoly together, it makes it too hard. It makes it too brittle because the chromoly, when it heats up, it adds to the strength. And so they were just taking mild steel wire coat hangers and just using that as welding rod, because then when it heated up, it would equalize the strength
Oh,
of the chromoly
interesting.
to the hanger.
So,
you
back in the day, would they use oxygen acetylene, or they
No, they
tigging
were
back
tigging.
in? Still
They were
tigging,
tigging, yeah.
but tigging with coat hanger.
Yeah, tigging with
Wow.
coat hanger for filler rod.
Oh, that's
Wow.
cool.
So I was watching all this and learning the way that they did that, and then
Hey, that was Stu Thompson that just screwed by. Just letting you know.
just a little bit of a legend. But then when I went over to GT and I'm hanging out with Buzz and Sam and Gary, you're learning even more and more and more, and I've just taken that and
Yeah.
trying to push it further.
Yeah.
And keep BMX fun. That's
Oh,
the biggest.
Yeah.
Everybody gets so hung up about that little skinny digit, but it needs to be fun.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
And like what we're having here tomorrow or today, they're having a bike show, and guys that are bringing their bikes in and showing them and shining them up, and being a little anal about, well, that's not the area
Error correct.
error correct,
Yes.
right? Where on my bike, literally, I have like 10 different parts from 10 different bikes
Yeah.
that are all on my bike, and in the error at that time, that's what I had.
Yeah.
Or I borrowed from somebody else, or I got or sold or traded. Eventually got my bike together, but so, if you have a bike that you left in the garage that mom still has, don't worry about shining it up. Bring it out as a survivor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
Absolutely.
As
Because
is.
it's got stories.
Oh, absolutely. You're gonna see so many cool bikes at that show.
Yeah.
That it's gonna bring back all those memories. Like, oh my god, I forgot about that
Yeah.
part, or I didn't. Oh, that's right, I had that. Like,
Yeah.
it's so cool. So whether it's the races, the bike show, the swap meet, the vendors,
The foot down
the
competition.
foot down competition. Are they still
The
happening?
freestyle competition.
Yeah.
It's not a
We're not getting hurt
competition.
this
We're
time.
not a freestyle competition.
We're
We
staying
are
away
just-
from the ramp this year.
Yes, but my face is staying away from the
Yes,
cement.
we don't want
this
that.
year.
We don't want that. Because that was our first year.
Yeah.
That was our first year. I remember filming
had
that,
bust out
and
his
you went
stunt-
down, and we were like,
his
"Oh
stunt
my
man."
god! Did you just see that? I got that on film." Like
The
Eddie just
thud.
bashed his
And,
face.
and here's the best part about it: 6 a.m. the next
Oh,
morning.
you're still here?
Yeah.
Yes.
He's up here with me, and we're cleaning up, getting the
Bruised,
tent.
and he was like nothing.
Got
Like,
it.
the
Get
true
her done.
stunt man he is.
Get her
Yeah,
done.
the true
Yeah.
stunt man.
You know, if that had happened on the set, if I had gotten hurt,
Yeah.
they would have wiped off the blood. They would have put some makeup on it, and I would have done it again. So
But that's awesome. But man, thank you guys so much for
Thank
just
you for
hanging
having us.
out
Yeah.
and just sharing some stories, for being part of Dirtyfest, for being part of BMX, keeping BMX fun.
That's what we're trying to do.
That
Keep
this
BMX
is
fun.
awesome. And so yeah, if anyone is on the fence about coming to Dirtyfest, what would you say?
don't
be on the
hesitate.
fence.
Don't
Don't.
hesitate.
Don't hesitate.
Book
Just
your
come.
ticket now.
Yes, absolutely.
Book your hotel room
Yeah.
now. Book your cabin now. Book your flight now.
Yeah.
Just get over here.
Yeah. Because Bernie, the first year that we came, it was year 2. We did an interview with Bob Harrow, and we were like walking out of here, like, we're coming back next year. I don't care what it is. We saw Eddie.
Yeah.
We were talking to you. We were talking to Robert Cardoza. We were all these people. We're
We was
like,
tripping out.
We're coming back. No matter what it takes, we're gonna come back. So,
And you did it.
and we did it. So, thank you guys again. Appreciate
you.
it. Hey,
Thank
thanks
you.
for watching. If you like it, consider liking and subscribing. Eddie has a channel. Supercross and Torker have a channel. Go subscribe to everybody.
Yep.
The hit the like button somewhere
Yeah.
around here.
Bring
up
that
here.
algorithm up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make BMX
Right.
grow.
Exactly. Exactly.
Hey, and stay tuned. There's going to be a lot of interviews from a lot of different people that aren't famous but have stories and the same stories that you guys have and that we have, and we're going to hear them. So
That's the truth of it.
Yep. Best way to end that. Thanks, Eddie.
We're
All right.
out.
See you guys.
See you guys.
Go home.